All right, hey everybody. This is your favorite movie maker in the sim, your friendly guy, Pie, Tie Dye, Lord Pie, um, Andy, Jerkface, whatever you want to call me. I go by many names. So, what I'm trying to do now is you may have seen other pieces of my series of how to not suck at the sim. But today I'm going to do a race review um, of a graded race, and it will be uh, stream of consciousness, and I'll go through the field as I look at it and give thoughts, and then at the end give my opinion on who I think the top 3 or 4 will be. So I've taken a glance at the field, so I have a little bit of knowledge of who's entered, but I haven't taken a look at breeding or dams or anything like that. So today's race that I am reviewing is going to be at New Zealand on Saturday, February 9th at 1:50 game time, and it is the Tristan Fillies Grade 3 for a purse of 150,000, going 10 furlongs on the turf, and it is for 3-year-olds only, 3-year-old fillies. So I'm going to go through the list. It's a full field of 14, as you can see on my screen here, and we're going to go through and see see who the contenders are. Just glancing at the jockeys up here, I don't see any super jockeys that may move the needle, so we're not going to go too in depth in this review of the jockeys. So, all right, from the one hole, Shantis or Shanties rule. This is a sire I'm not familiar with whatsoever. A 10-pointer, uh, but the horse is here, and this race right at the top, New Year's Day, going 10.5 furlongs, won it by 2.5 lengths in the 90, which is really good going 10 or further for an early season 3-year-old. It's from our buddy Deep Rock, and this horse at 19-1 offers some serious value. Obviously, we're going to go through the field, but winning by 2 lengths in a stakes race, going a distance further than this, is really a head turner. This distance may actually be a little too short for this runner, if you can believe that. But interesting runner here is raced on turf, uh, bumped heads against stakes company and allowances, and didn't show anything of really of note until that last time out. Came up and really looked good going the distance. So 19-1's big odds, um, and definitely worth a look here. All right, number 2, Bustled out of the Tees stable. Really, really well bred horse here. Out of the damn Amnesia. Uh, Going to have to improve going the distance here. Has raced in New Zealand every race. Good month between starts here. Raced against stakes horses, didn't show a ton. Has that kind of look of a horse that wants to go further distance. All these races are very even, just leaves okay and then kind of plods along and passes horses in the stretch. 10 furlongs is going to be a good go at it, but it's going to need to show some improvement, especially against top company. Um, could surprise here, 20-1, good odds. A breeding says this distance isn't going to be a problem. Uh, we'll need to step up though to really have a good chance here. The running second, going 8.5, really didn't challenge the winner there. I'm kind of shaking my head back and forth. Worth a look. Can definitely improve, but will need to improve to challenge here. All right, another dark homebred from our buddy Deep Rock, and this horse has some serious class here. Um, Broke maiden at first asking in a very little Michigan maiden special. Did so impressively. Came back a little over a month later, showed it wasn't a fluke, winning an allowance in Kentucky. Uh, Shipped overseas, fifth late closing, running, going longer makes sense. Was closing makes sense. Run a little longer, runs a nice third, bumps it up yet again, going today's distance of 10 furlongs, and runs third with a modest 87 um, speed rating here. Not too many things to knock this horse, but nothing that it seems to be kind of lacking that wow factor. Um, let's go look at the breeding a little more here. Uh, Obviously, the dam was well bred, very lightly raced, nothing really to go off there. Well, the horse has proven it. She's competitive at this level. Um, Certainly tough to knock here. But what you're really looking for in these types of situations and these races is improvement, pre- preparation for improvement, notably. Um, but it's always nice to already have a graded stakes placement under your belt. On to the next one. Surprise, another deep rock runner, and this is out of sired by the United States, who I believe raced in the Melbourne Cup um, in several years back. I believe may have been either the favorite or one of the favorites. I believe he ran fourth or fifth. Um, but again, that's just to note this horse. The sire can definitely get the distance. It's an interesting combination of the United States and then a more speedy influence with Snitzel on the dam side. And that's kind of what you get here. You're getting a little mixture of both here. Uh, and you, so far, a mile stakes winner. Of course, has just raced against tough company immediately after breaking her maiden grade one. It didn't threaten the leaders at all, but you know, made good made a good showing for herself. Switched to turf, looked better, jumped up to going 8.5, tired out, then wins the stakes, going a mile. 10 furlongs will probably be, based on this 8.5 race, 10 furlongs may be a little bit of a stretch. I wouldn't like these odds, 13 to 1. I wouldn't be taking a chance here. Got to show me more stretching out. All right, here's the 5-horse deepest drilling. Uh, Royally bred, blue blood, deep impact, street cry, El Prado. Out of a grade 2 winning $1 million dam, Cries for Oil. Full disclosure, this is my horse. Bred her, I retired Cries for Oil late in the season last year. Bred her to Deep Impact. She broke her maiden going a mile very nicely. Big speed figure. And then in December came back, 8.5, closing. Runs a respectable second with another big number. What's of note here is Cries for Oil is a huge, huge closer here. So let me show her stats here. So she was very good going 2 miles. She was good on dirt and turf. But she was a knockdown drag out closer, and she was a very exciting runner here. She put in some ran second in the Equinix. My only frustration is that she never won a Grade 1 race. So many great efforts in Grade 1s. Second, second, third, second, second. I mean, that's just a ton of Grade 1s. But now with her daughter Deepest drilling, I am hoping 10 furlongs shouldn't be a problem. She should improve with the distance. She's taken after her mom, has that closing kick. So I'm looking for a really big effort. 6-1 is really low on the odds scale for for a horse that's never gone this distance. But she this could be the start of a big 3-year-old campaign, and that's the plan. I'm starting. It's been a couple months since her last race, and trying to pick and choose her spots here. So hopefully she can kick off a big season with this race here. All right, number 6, Spirit Jet. Lots of races under her belt for a 3-year-old, early season 3-year-old. This is the type of horse why I advocate, starting, putting them on the shelf, putting them on the farm, so they can kind of grow and be able to run at their, the distance they would prefer. 6 furlongs very early in the 2-year-old season last year. Breaks maiden. These races aren't bad, but they're, you could tell it's just a maturity thing, just a distance thing. Then starts to get to mile. Okay, mile looks good, distance looks good. Has run in the stakes, going 9.5, ran third. Not familiar with Jetaway as a sire. We'll take a look at mom. See how she does. All right, mom, nothing too interesting to see here. Went about a mile and a quarter. See what kind of prices on Jetaway. 70-point sire. No graded winners yet. For the Jetaway sired filly, I'd probably stay away. I'm not seeing enough. Distance will probably help, but there's a lot more talented runners in this field that offer much better value than 11-1. All right, 7-horse, universal rate. And immediately you can see grade 3 winner won the 10 furlong royalty stakes. That's the same distance as today. That was a full field of 14. Horses 3 for 3 in the money on turf since switching late last year. I mean, not a lot of not a lot of bad things you can say here. That switch turf looked good. Broke maiden going 4.5 early. Took its, this is what I like to see. Just took her time. You see that kind of race and you say, okay, well, that's a good effort, but let's take it easy. This horse is going to be better with distance most likely. And that's what we've done here. 7 furlongs got better. 8 furlongs, great rider on board, and J-Dog, one of my favorite. Full field of 14 runs third with a respectable speed number, then comes back into late last one. And let's see what that race looked like. Runs at 89, comes just off the pace, stalked him, got him, facing the Andric Dark, who's also in this field. I guess the speed figure makes me wonder a little bit. but won by open lengths in that 10 furlong race. So may have had a little more in the tank. What I really like is two grade 3 full fields, and the horse was right there. Um, and then you get 12-1. Serious consideration here. Probably, from what I've seen so here, probably the one to beat. The horse already has a proven track record, so you're going to have to come in and beat this established runner today. All right, Brilliant Evermore, and it's funny looking at this horse um, because I very much remember the damn Nuri Evermore racing. Um, and I'll show my age and how long in the tooth in the sim I am because I'm pretty sure Nuri Evermore is very old, and and she is. She's 20. And she has a what is this like? What is this like 12? I can't even count here. 12 progeny here. But yeah, I remember I used to be, this horse ran out of the not Michigan, Minnesota residency when Super Toy 7 was running it. Our buddy Dennis Sanford when he was running it, and I remember this horse clearly. She she was a fighter, put in some very good efforts on that 8 to 9 furlong range. Won the QE2 for 3-year-old fillies. Just a very good runner. Ended up being a millionaire, well bred. Oh, I feel old now. So back to this individual though. Has been right there. All of these races has fought, put in a good effort, good showing, has class, racing style. That last race, little little quick on the bring back here. Racing back, less than a month. Probably hurt her chances last time, and then comes back in another you know month or so. Uh, I really want to like this horse here, but just the racing schedule I think is gonna catch up with her, and I think she's gonna have to settle for probably a mid-pack finish here. 9-1's not good odds. I think the horse will probably do well to kind of just chill out for a little bit and take like an 8-10 week stretch to just settle down and then attack some classics in the middle of the year. Um, you know, pick and choose some good spots. This horse can definitely compete and has class, but I think that just the number of races is not ideal for this runner. All right, 9 hole, defend your own. Does the breeding get any more, you know, blue-blooded than that? Galileo, Reduced Choice, heavy on some Northern Dancer, definitely heavy. But it's so far so good on this horse. Again, I like this. Started out in May. Probably had high expectations. Start off 9-5. You're running a Galileo. You're really not expecting them to be great going 6 furlongs or anything like that. And the trainer said, okay, well, we're gonna shelf her for a while. 3 months. Says, all right, well, we'll wait till the miles come up. Patience paid off. Boom. Beautiful race. Wins by open lengths. Comes back in October. 8.5. Stakes race. 85. Runs third. Closing. Was 2-1 in that race. Lightly raced. Has the breeding to go this distance. And I think this is a well-timed spot here. This seems like a good opportunity to to start a season on on a good note. So, because let's see, so stakes race on October 20th, 85. Let's just kind of glance through the field and see what are some of these other horses were doing on October in their races. October Mile 78. Go through here. October 85. October wasn't going a mile. See October again. 8. We're seeing a lot of 80s. October 91. I was in a maiden for mine. October 84. October runs an 85. So this 85, at first glance, and it doesn't seem spectacular, but it's right in line with the other runners in this field. And this horse has every license to improve on that effort based on breeding, uh, based on running style. This horse is a threat. 15-1. This horse is a really, really serious threat. I like these light race runners in races like this. All right, 10 horse. Fiendishly Clever from our buddy Casey over at the EWC trains him. Golden Horn, Lonhro, Danehill Dancer, solid breeding. Definitely like Golden Horn horses going long distances. Let's see. We can go look at the dam here. Stakes winner. All right, this is the first. This is the first mare. This is the first child from this mare. Good miler, sprinter of that range. Nothing, no big distance. Did go 9.5, didn't look good there, but 9 was okay. So, go back out of that. Put that down there. Okay, so let's see the merits here. Started out in June, broke the maiden. Nice come from behind effort. Ran in 6 and 7. Just was closing, just didn't seem to be her forte there. Went to 8, looked good, closing from last to first. Look at this turnaround. This bold 17-day turnaround for a 2-year-old. Didn't hurt. Runs grade 3 effort, second. Then takes a little time, runs that St. Cloud race in Paris against Open Company. It made a good showing for herself. 14 full field 14. Big fourth place check there. So based on that race, distance won't be a problem. And then 8.5 ran third. This is one of these horses where, on paper or on computer screen, all the pieces of the puzzle seem to make sense. Decent breeding, has run 10 furlongs before, seems to have the class to compete. But I don't know what it is. I know Casey. I've seen a lot of Casey's races, and I've seen a lot of his runners. But for some reason, grade 3s and graded races seem to elude him. So for no real reason whatsoever besides that, I think I'm going to eliminate him from my top 3. Does that make sense? No, but sometimes you gotta go with your gut. All right, on to the next one. Bring the Dance. Out of a grade 2 winning dam, Prabhu Deva. All right, so let's see what that dam has to offer us here. Ooh, this is a dead solid family right here. Stakes winner, grade 2 winner, Grade 1 winner. None of them are retired, so they're still active. And now a Grade 3 winner. And and then we have a 2-year-old already bred that will look to continue the level of success. So let's see how mom did here. I Mom was a brilliant classic turf runner. Big grade 2 win there. Ran second in a grade 1. So let's see. Let's compare a couple of horses. Let's see if the family's good at going 10 furlongs. So here we go. Yeah, we won't even 10 furlongs. Fine there. Let's see if the grade 1 winner. It's more of a miler. More of a miler here. Not really. Not really showing the best stuff in 10, but still very competitive. Um, so we'll go out of that. That's a good family. So started out early in the season in March. Again, these if you're a trainer and you're frustrated because your horse isn't really showing much in these early races, just put them out to the farm. I mean, and be patient. Um, Look at it. I mean, this horse. You saw the royalty of this family, and this horse didn't do anything in the first two starts. Looked very mediocre, but then started to pick it up little by little, and then wins a grade 3. Um, ASR Championship Day, 20 runners in that December race, and runs third. Yeah, 16 to third from third call from us from third call to the finish. I mean, that's just outrageous. I and look at this rider that was on board. Oh my goodness, that's heavy right there. That's heavy. You're getting 11 to 1. You're talking about a family that's amazing, going you know going classic turf distances. The horse is ready. We'll see. The danger is may get too far back, but distance shouldn't be a problem. Already has a grade 3 win at probably a non-preferred distance. I mean, got to be the one to beat here. That's a ridiculous close. I mean, it was only what five lengths overall from the leader, but he passed 13 horses. You're doing some work. Look at that. Look at that. It's funny. You can just kind of glance through the field and see the other horses that were kind of around her before she kicked in her made her late move, and no one else from that far back is anywhere near the finish. So big chances there. Big chances. All right, go down to Widow of Justice. Beautiful bloodlines out of the damn Deputy Flanders. Let's take a look at the family here. Woo. Oh man, look at this. It's a lot. Some some real home runs hit um, with this damn line. Creepshow, Hall of Famer. Sound of Souls, $5 million winner. Two $5 million winners in the family. But besides that, just had a lot of just stakes winners. It's either not to say stakes winners are bad. I love having stakes winners and great placed horses, but when your family line has a grade 1 and 5 millionaire and Hall of Fame, You're looking more than stakes wins and 250K in the bank. Um, so we'll go back, look at the horse, go here. Pretty good start to the career. Very, um, what's the word I'm looking at? It's good. It's a good start, but it's not um, like awe-inspiring. It's weird how you see these things, and the numbers are okay. I don't. These don't seem like really great fields. I mean, they're California, they're big purses, but the horse goes off 7-5 in two of these races with 8-horse fields. Wins convincingly with pretty mediocre, pretty ho-hum speed numbers. Again, it's early in the year, November, August. Um, but I don't know, there's something that I just, you know, again, one of these runners that's missing like the wow factor. Ran in this California race, sat third, finished fourth, um, then went stretched out, first race of the year, ran second, just sat third, ran second. You're really looking for a good kick, and I'm not seeing it here. The 6-1's really low too. Um, I guess it wouldn't be a surprise to see this horse win, but I'm not seeing anything that really stands out here. Everything's just good. Everything's just solid, but I'm not seeing anything that tells me a big jump is going to be in the cards. All right, Momentary Triumph. Again, another Casey runner from a horse I'm familiar with that he ran, Triumphant Wire. Casey loves to race his horses. Started in March, ran every month except October as a 2-year-old. Um, let me go see what Triumphant Wire looks like here. Triumphant Wire, like to go the distance, so also like to run on dirt. um, so what do we have? Never won. Look how many stakes. Sorts ran in a lot of stakes and didn't win. That's an impressive amount of stakes in the monies without a stakes victory. Look at all these third. These are just checks plenty. Ran second in the sponsored Oaks the Swedish. No problems with the distance here. I like the breeding. I'm surprised Casey didn't give at least one more go on turf, considering the bloodlines here. So Momentary Triumph. So we know distance based on the dam, not a problem here. Has run a lot of races, has put in some good efforts. Looks like she's going to be better off going 10 furlongs, but um, just not a lot of head turning efforts here. Um, this could be the start of something big, taking the jump up in distance from a mile to a mile and a quarter, but would need to show a significant improvement. And based on these, based on the schedule that already had, 9 races, I don't see a significant increase in the near future here. All right, on to the next one. We have Miss Directed out of the Laudros stable. And horse has done well in stakes. Done solidly in stakes, actually. Started off, broke maiden, was good going sprints, stretched out to a mile, looked good going a mile. Um, just from looking at this horse has really squeezed the juice out of the lemon. If you kind of get my drift, this is a lot. Let's see, second, first, third, 5 stakes, and I see, these were 7 horse fields. I can't imagine most of these fields may have been, better than 2-year-old allowance quality fields. Um, like the numbers say this horse should be right there, but the money numbers and the race record. But you take a look at that first start of the year, short rest here, going 9.5. Another 7-horse field in the horse got mollywopped. Finishes third, 7 lengths back. Um, like I said, this horse was squeezing. This horse did a great job of squeezing the juice in those stakes races, but I think we just got a lemon, a lemon that's left. Probably will still be a hard hitter going a mile, but um, that last race just leaves her chances to be desired. We'll take a look at the dam really quick, see how that looks. Miss Ing person. Yeah, Miler, classic turf horse. Nothing amazing. Solid. All right, so this is the field of 14 for your Tristan Fillies Grade 3 race. And here are my predictions. So let me bring up a little screen here, text pad. My selections here will be this 11. Bring the Dance looks outstanding. That 95 to end the year says, hey, I'm ready. Breeding says, hey, I'm ready. Price is right at 11-1. First place will be 11. Bring the Dance. So, first, 11 horse, 11-1. If you're a hunch better, bang, you're in good shape. All right, so we got here, my second place runner is going to be this one here. Defend Your Own. This gut feeling says big improvement. Big improvement on the, did I spell it? Did I get everything right there? Yeah, Defend Your Own. Big improvement from that race there. Lightly raced. Galileo. Ready to roll. Here we go. Universal Rate. Kind of, rags to riches story, if you will. Already won, going 10. Looks good. Universal Rate, the 7. And for fourth, I believe it's mine. Who is the 5 horse? 5. Deepest Drilling. Hoping I'm wrong about that, but those are my top four selections. That is your field. Um, Interestingly enough, glancing over the field, kind of my final thoughts here. I'm not seeing a big speed runner here in this race. We don't have a brilliant Evermore took the lead last out, but isn't really a leader. There's not a single speedster in here. In real life, loose speed would be who you're looking for here, but in this race, what will probably end up happening is a lot of these heavy closers will be allowed to keep close, and it's going to be a bum rush to the finish. So those are the runners. I'm interesting to I'm interested to watch the race, as clearly I am because I have a runner here. But it's an interesting field, and a lot of these runners are liable to improve greatly um, off of their last few races. And I have a bias for kind of, especially um, at this time in the year, for lightly raced or more lightly raced horses, um, especially after the calendar turns. Um, and I think there's some horses sitting on big improvements. So that's your field. If you took the time to listen to this whole thing, I greatly appreciate it. And I look forward to doing this again with another graded race in the not too distant future. So thank you very much. Again, my top four selections are 11, 9, 7, 5, and I'm hoping mine can run best. But um, those are my selections, but they're very lukewarm. Anyone can win this race. Uh, there's much improvement to be had here, and it's interesting. I'm just looking over this. There's an error here. Clearly, this is not an open race. It is for fillies. Um, but let see if I'll let Mike know about that. But that's all I have for today. Thank you very much, and I look forward to talking to you again. Thanks. Bye.